Hi, I'm Will from Link, and in this video I'll be taking you through the team performance report in Link Reporting. Let's take a look together. This is the team performance report. Now this report gives us deep insight into the performance of our team, looking at metrics such as productivity, write-offs, through to metrics such as average hourly rates. Now the report by default runs for last month, but as you can see here in this list, there's a number of other options depending on whether you're wanting to get a view over a longer period or even a shorter period if we're looking at the weekly performance. Now for groupings, we can group our team members based on the groupings that you set up. So we've got 4 groupings here. Now you can set up and allocate people to your groupings by going to settings and then down to team mappings here. That's where we can set up these groups and also map our teams to these groups. Now let's run this report. So here we have on the left-hand side all of our groupings here. Now we've chosen functions, so we have our ex-staff, admin, our billable team, our managers, and our partners, and that's how we've decided to group our team here. Now, a great way to start working with this report is to use a sort. So let's focus on productivity to start with, so let's sort the report by productivity. Now we can see this report sorted by productivity with our billable team at the top and our admin team at the bottom. Now I can expand my team here to see a full list of all the people that sit within that team. So there are all my billable team members. So let's look at these values in the report. So first we have the billable time that each team member has done within this period, the non-billable time they've done, which gives us our total time. And then from there we break out leave. The reason we break leave out is for our productivity calculation. We don't want our leave to affect our productivity. So our productivity is calculated by taking our billable time and dividing it by the total time worked. We then have our comparison. This is how everyone compares to their group average. Next, we have the billable amount of work that each team member has done. Then we have our net write-ups, and a negative number there indicates that it's a write-off. So as we can see here, Curtis Cruz has written off just over $1,600 here in November, which is 8.28% of the work that he has done. Next, we have revenue. Now, revenue is calculated by the billable amount of work done for the period, adjusted by the net write-ups for the period. And then we have average hourly rate. Now, average hourly rate is taking the revenue and dividing it by the total time worked within that period, giving us an average rate that that person has brought in for the period we're looking at. Now, we may want to investigate some of these values. Now, one that's jumping out to me right now is for Peter Picklesworth. He wrote off $6,296 this month, which has caused his average charge rate to arrive at $28.17 an hour. So let's click into this and see what happened. Here we have a full timesheet breakdown grouped by job. And here we can see it's just this one job that's caused these write-offs. Let's jump back into the report. Now we may want to get an understanding whether this is a particularly bad month for Peter or whether this is something that's been a recurring problem. We can click on his name, which takes us to a 12-month individual performance report. So here is Peter's performance over the 12 months. We can see he's done $104,000 of billable work and written off $49,000 of it, giving him a 47% write-off percentage. We want to drill into these write-offs here to get an understanding for why these write-offs are occurring at such a high value, and then have a conversation with Peter to see what we can do to help him improve his performance. Let's jump back into the team performance report. The report we're looking at right now does have some fields that we've decided not to include. Let's look at these. If we go add and remove fields, you can see a list of all the available fields for this report. As you can see, cost, profit, and ROI percentage are fields we haven't included on this report, along with a couple of comparisons here. We can include these by checking them and then hitting save. When you first start using Link Reporting, you're likely to find all of your cost amounts entered at Xero, giving you 100% profit and 0% ROIs. These can be entered by going to settings, then down to base rates. Link Reporting gives the ability to retrospectively enter base rates. So go through and enter these, wait overnight for these to calculate, and then the next day you can see all of your team's ROI. You can export the report by clicking this button here, entering the email addresses you'd like to send the report to, select your download format, and then hit download. You can also schedule this report. Before you do this, however, you really want to consider what fields are showing on the report and how the report is sorted, as this is going to determine how the report is sent. To schedule the report, hit schedule, give the report a name, enter the email addresses of people you'd like to receive the report, select the first day you'd like to receive the report, the frequency, and then the format, and then hit save. It's a great idea to schedule the team performance report on a monthly basis to the senior management team. This allows everyone to keep on top of KPIs such as productivity and write-offs and help you identify anybody in the team who's really struggling and needs more support. So I hope that answers all of your questions. Now, if there's anything further you would like help with, in the menu hit help and then chat with support to speak to someone from our support team.